Hi, beautiful. If there's one thing that every cosmetology student knows, it's that perms are hard. It looks simple, right? Wrapping hair around a rod, putting a little perm solution on, and then boom, your hair is curly. It doesn't work like that. Oh, this is probably gonna be a disaster. Let's see if these people with zero hair experience can perm their hair at home and get it right. We'll see.
Hi guys, we're gonna do a perm today. So my hair is already wet. It is 2:29, so we'll see what time this is finished. I got a perm, waving papers, purple and white, rods, and I got 6 packs. Have my water bottle, and we're gonna get going.
Oh, sorry. I'm already pausing it because this is just so much work to do at home. You need so many supplies. You need the perm rods, you need a comb, you need end papers, you need perm solution. It's just like a never-ending list, and it's so much work. It is so stinky and smelly. I'm sure somebody will touch on the smelliness in today's video because it is the thing that gets you. And if you're not in a fully ventilated salon, it is so intense, it is so crazy, and it smells bad. I wonder if we can make a perm that smells fucking good. No, you can't. I tried. It's very hard.
And then I need to find like a rat tail comb, but I already got up like 10 times and I'm tired of getting up. So we'll start out with this. I cannot recommend that you do this at home. You need to research the type of perm that you're gonna get, okay? So it's gonna say alkaline perm or acidic perm for normal, resistant, or tinted hair. But there's lots of different kinds. Don't just go in there and grab you a box. Do your research.
She's exactly right. I'm impressed so far. She knows that there are different kinds of perms, and that's one of the biggest things to know when perming your hair, because if you use the wrong one, it can really fuck up and damage your hair, and we do not want that, right guys? Right, yeah. But so many of you do it every time. You damage the shit out of your hair. Now, alkaline perms are for more coarse, thick hair. They're gonna be a little stronger in a way. They're more intense. Just think about it like that. Acidic is better for colored hair, fine hair, thin hair. You're gonna get a more gentle experience overall with the acidic perm. I don't know what she's using, but I think it's alkaline, which I think is fine. I don't know, we'll see your hair.
Perm papers, non-negotiable. You must have perm papers. Don't think you're special, you're not. You need these. I'm already tired, let's get it going. Okay. Also, I'm doing this because I don't color my hair anymore, and I'm just like really tired of doing it. It doesn't stay straight.
Okay, so now that she's combing her hair and I'm seeing the texture of it and I'm seeing the color of it, I would recommend that she does an acidic perm just because those ends worry the shit out of me. Like, they look fine and fragile and they look like they're being colored a lot of times, or at least just highlighted. And whenever we mix bleach with perm, it can get really risky. So you want to be really gentle with the formula you use. That way you can avoid your hair snapping off. Hopefully she's gonna do that. We're gonna see.
It's like that naturally light brown color. Some people would say blonde, but people get mad when I say that.
Ah! The way that she's ripping out her hair is stressing the fuck out. We are fully using a fine-tooth comb to comb the hair out while it's wet. Girl, come on. First of all, you really don't ever want to brush wet hair. I know that's like surprising to hear probably, and we all do it, but you know, in the salon, we definitely prep the hair with some hydrating mist, which often has bond builders in it, or proteins, or oils to kind of strengthen the hair before combing it or brushing it with a wide tooth comb or a detangling brush made for wet hair. This is definitely not made for wet hair. Those bristles are not bendable. Well, you can't prep your hair with anything before perming. You kind of have to just let it be raw and just shampooed. No conditioner. Just be careful. Your hair's just in a fragile state right now and you're about to put it through even more stress. So I wouldn't rip it out right now. Like, let it live a little bit.
But let's get started.
Okay, so here's how you do a perm. You fold the rolling papers over the bottom of the hair. And these rolling papers are great to keep that hair in place. It keeps those ends nice and wrapped around, because often ends are not just like one line across. Especially when you're elevating the hair, you end up with kind of like different lengths of hair at the bottom. And the way to keep all of them together, all on one rod, is by putting that paper on and spraying it with water so it adheres to the hair. And then you wrap it around the rod and you put nice tension on the rod as you wrap wrap it to your head. The tension is really important. That way the bonds kind of break out of place and reform in the new position properly, and you get those amazing, beautiful waves and curls once this perm is complete. This is definitely the hardest part of all, so let's see how she does. Okay, we're getting that paper on there. We are spraying with water. We are wrapping up to the head, and it's looking quite beautiful. Now, you can wrap in all different ways and positions. I don't do a ton of perms, but if I was to do one, I would probably do it the traditional way. I feel like you get the best results when you kind of wrap on just a horizontal instead of a vertical. You just get more volume with the horizontal wraps instead of the vertical that are more flat to your head, and it creates kind of like these lines. I feel like personally with perms, it's the one area that I don't want to be too creative in. Like, I just want to do the traditional method, and usually that comes out the best. I mean, I've done all kinds of things, like those rods that kind of bend, like the really long ones. I had to do that for a long time at the salon I worked at. And then I've done these traditional rods in beauty school and some like older clients that I've had over the years, but I haven't done too many of them. That is how you get the motherfucking curls in your hair, and they look fierce as fuck. I actually want to perm my hair so bad, and I'm gonna grow it out so I can like perm it and make it nice and wavy and cute, because I never had wavy hair before, okay? My hair's always straight as fuck. Would you guys do it to your own hair? Like, would you do this whole process? Let me know.
I didn't mean to do two on this one, but it's fine. My very ends were bleached, so couldn't hurt.
Guys, I know she's making it look sort of easy to do, but this is so hard to do, even on like a mannequin head. The way that she's putting tension on the hair and she's properly wrapping this hair is very impressive, especially on your own head. I don't, however, know what this sectioning is. I can't really tell. I think she did this kind of like horseshoe shape back here, or she's just grabbing random sections. I don't know. It does look a little bit like random sections, which is making me a little bit nervous on how she's gonna get this even on the entire head. It's super important that everything is evenly placed and perfectly wrapped, and everything is done by the books with a perm, or else it just doesn't work. And I've done perms in my life that have not worked. The first perm I ever did, I got perm solution in my client's eye. So sorry if you are the person that I did that to. She was okay. She was completely okay, but it was really traumatizing, and I never want to do a perm again. But that's what happens when you're practicing. Unfortunately, you fuck up things. And if you're me, the internet never forgets about it, and that's okay. She's already like, fuck this.
Boom! I am just slaying this granny style.
Yes.
I might have to change this one because it's kind of like pulled forward. I don't think that's good.
I'm glad she's feeling so good about it. I'm still super nervous about it, because if she puts any of these in the wrong place, or if she has any frizz before she puts the perm solution on, she's going to literally perm frizz into her hair. And guess what I don't want for her? I don't want her to perm frizz into her hair. I never want anybody to do that to themselves. That's bad. Once you get it in there, it's very hard to get out.
I'm gonna do them, and then I'm gonna go back and fix some of them.
Wow.
Wow.
Looking fierce.
And I looked at the back and made sure there was no like huge gaps. So
I don't know how she just did the back like that. Like, she did a brick lay. It's like just kind of zigzaggy. Like, everything is not level and in the same place. It's kind of like up and down and brick lay, okay? It's brick lay. You know what bricks look like. Sometimes I over explain, you know, it's like a habit of mine. It's mansplaining, that's what it is. And I'm loving that. That way she doesn't get these like hard creases all in the back of her head, because that looks crazy. Because perms not only perm the mids and ends, it also perms the hair near your scalp. So the hair stays right where you permed it, in that rod form, basically.
she's looking good. Let's get going to the next layer.
Okay, okay.
Okay, I have finished wrapping.
I'm super worried about that hair in the front of her head. The front area I would have definitely liked to see in cleaner sections. Maybe if we had 4 quadrants and we just went up the head, it would have been cleaner. Because it looks like it's being pulled tight, and she has all those baby hairs up there. If we pull this too tight in the front, that hair can become really fragile and elastic and snap off in some places, and that's definitely not what we want, girl. No, 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 no. She's also using 2 different sizes, which is a technique you can definitely do. I don't don't know. I find it to be too complicated. I just prefer to use one size. I just want that hair to stay safe and intact this entire time. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
It's okay, it's baby hairs that will not stay. I think it looks pretty good. I think it's gonna turn out pretty good. I gotta kind of get it back wet again because it's not really super wet anymore. And then I'm gonna try to fix this one.
Yes! Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Yes! Fix that hair. This is the thing with perms. If anything is looking fucked up, you go back and you fix it before you put that perm solution on. PERM stands for permanent. Let me stress that to you. Permanent. That means that it doesn't come out. Once you do it, there's no reversing this shit. I mean, you can actually kind of reverse it, but you really shouldn't reverse it. It's not good for your hair. So this is great that she's taking her time and redoing the shit that's fucked up, because otherwise it's gonna go down the drain and it's gonna be really messy.
The baby hairs are so far forward. See, like they're tiny. Let's see here. Let's see what we can do. Maybe like that. Little splits. Okay.
We're struggling a little bit.
Didn't work.
Ah!
Keep wrapping.
Ah!
Keep wrapping.
I'm stressed for her. Ah!
Keep wrapping. Okay. Okay, we're waiting. I'm standing right by the window.
Okay, she didn't show applying the perm solution, but perm solution is this stuff. It's in the bottle. You take it and you go across the rod many times until it is fully saturated. The thing is, you need to do the same amount of saturation on every single rod, perfectly even and within a timely manner. I mean, you need to get through that whole head in like 3 minutes. And you should really time yourself as you do it if you want it to be perfect. And then you put the bag over your head and you process for at least 10 minutes to start, and then you check the curl to see how it's processing. Hopefully she's gonna do just that. Check how the curl is processing.
Keeps getting on my face right there.
Don't let the perm solution run into your eyes. Please don't. It is not safe. It is not good. It is a strong chemical and it can alter and fuck up your skin and eyes.
Standing right by the window to get fresh air. Cause it's stinky.
It's really better if before you apply the perm solution, you put a cotton strip below your hair like this, because it protects your eyes and your skin from the drips that come from the perm solution. It is super drippy, it is super liquidy, and you want to protect your shit. There's an exothermic reaction going on in her hair right now, so it is actually creating its own heat through the chemical reaction, and that's gonna help this process and give her beautiful curly hair.
She's George Washington. Wish this piece would stay up like that. Let me see what I can do. Okay. Gonna finish. Okay, we just finished. It is very curly.
Hold the f*** on. Hold the f*** on. What do you mean we're finished? Why don't you have corkscrew curls going on? And I didn't see you check any sections before you rinsed all of them. I mean, girl. So, I mean, if she did this right, then she probably processed her hair for like 20 minutes. She checked the rod to see if it was curly. Then she waited a little longer. And then she rinsed this for like 5 to 8 minutes, depending on the box she used. And then she applied the neutralizer. And then she rinsed it again for like 5 to 8 minutes. And now she is here, where we are seeing that the waves are looking a little straight and stringy. This is one of the most important parts as well. Now you must style your hair curly after doing a perm, which I know, like, why wouldn't you want to do that? But you do have to.
Put some leave-in that smells really good. Maybe it will help the smell.
No! No, my eyes, my eyes, my fucking eyes. Do not comb your hair after perming it. You really don't want to touch it too much for the first 48 hours. It is still setting in place. There's still a chemical reaction going on and your curls are still forming. Do not comb it. Do not put tension on your hair like that. All you want to do is just part it, rake it through with your hands very gently, scrunch it, put that product in, diffuse it to like 80% dry, and move on with your day. And don't wash it for the first 48 hours. Oh, my eyes. Honey, that looks like it's a little damaged. It's curling though. She seems nervous, but maybe excited a little bit.
Okay, I'll let it finish. It's pretty dry. I think it looks good. I don't know, I like it. I mean, it's got a lot of body to it. It's got a lot of curl to it. She's cute. I feel like it's hard to see in this lighting. Let's go to the better lighting. Maybe right here. Out. I hate that I can't wash it for so long because I want to like do a good wash and blow and put like good products and stuff and do like the diffuser, but gotta wait. This is fresh out. I think she looks good and I could see myself doing this a lot. I need to trim the ends, but I'm gonna wait until tomorrow because I'm really tired, but I think she looks good. Y'all have to tell me what you think in the comments. Do this at your own discretion. I do not recommend. Okay. Bye.
Okay, it's not perfect. There are definitely some strands that I see that are a bit straight, especially in the front of her hair. And that's really on the parts that are blonde. It's really hard to perm colored hair, especially when it's been bleached. You really want to work on very healthy hair to get amazing results. And like, as you can see on her roots, it's very nice. It's very strong curl pattern and her ends are a little less. But overall, pretty good. I'm not like living, but I'm like living. Okay, wait. So I found a video that was a month later and her hair looks like it is completely straight. That can also happen, you know, if it's not done completely right, or maybe she reversed it. I don't know what happened, but something happened. This seems like definitely a fat fail to me. Like a huge fat fail. Damn it.
So as you guys can tell by the title of today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I perm my hair for the third time. So yeah, this is how my hair looks right now before the perm. This is how I know I got to perm my hair because the bottom of my hair will be looking like this, really straight. So supplies you're going to need is going to be the Salon Care Reinforced Cotton Coil. I usually just get a huge box of this and it'll last me for like 3 perms. These are the perm rods I'm using. I use the gray and the white ones.
Okay, so hold on. So apparently she's permed her hair before a few times and we're going to see just how good and how skilled she is with perming her hair. And of course, I'm gonna go hard as fuck on her. Because if you're saying you perm your hair a lot, I hope to see some really good results here. I hope to see this shit looks nice and fierce as fuck. I'm expecting amazing, phenomenal, perfection results.
I think these are 3/4 inches. I'm not sure.
Exothermic for firm curls. Okay, well that doesn't really help me with anything. Exothermic, they're all exothermic. It doesn't say if there's an acidic perm or an alkaline perm. I don't like that. That sounds sketchy to me.
For the actual perming solutions, I will be using the one and only exothermic perm and the one and only alkaline, moisturizing alkaline perm. This time I'm using 2 perms. In the other 2 videos, I only used 1 perm.
I think she used one acidic perm and one alkaline perm. I don't know why. I don't know why you would do that. I don't know why you would mix them together. It doesn't really make any sense to me. If you want an alkaline, do an alkaline. If you want an acidic, do an acidic. She's using alkaline though on part of her hair. And I'm okay with that because she has virgin, well, she's permed her hair before. I'm a little confused that she like permed her hair multiple times already and she's gonna do it again. I guess you can do it again. Usually people just grow it out though. Like it's usually stuck there forever. And it's kind of unsafe to keep on breaking those bonds and reforming them over and over again on the same head. So I worry a bit about that. We learned earlier that alkaline is the strongest types of perm you can use. So she's gonna have to be careful overlapping with alkaline. And she really just needs to do this perfectly to get it right.
You guys will also need some jumbo end wraps. I also get like a really big box of these too, because they last me forever. So the first thing you're going to want to do is wash your hair. Obviously, you're going to start off with really clean hair. I like to normally wash my hair twice and then don't condition, just because you want your hair to be in its most natural state whenever you're perming.
That is the biggest thing. Do not condition your hair. You don't want to fill your hair with conditioner. Conditioner is a softening agent that kind of fills all the holes in your hair and makes it feel really slippery and soft and shiny. It typically has a lot of silicones and oils, and that's really gonna protect your hair from everything and also gonna protect your hair from things like perm solutions. It's not gonna completely protect it, but you're gonna have issues with the perm solution actually seeping into the hair cortex and breaking those bonds properly. So you do not want to condition your hair before perming, ever!
We're also going to be using super small sections of our hair for the wrapping process. You do need to work with very small sections of hair. like super small, like this small. Like, look how tiny this piece of hair is. What? This is what takes the longest, and this is why, because you work with such small strands of hair. You're gonna wanna make sure that your hair is wet. Then you're gonna take a jumbo end wrap it around your hair like a little taco. Use the spray bottle to kind of wet it, get all the ends in there at the same time. And then you're gonna take a rod and start to roll it. So with this rod, I am rolling under. I do go back and forth with rolling over and under, and then I also alternate between white rod and gray rod. They are both the same size of rod, so I don't think it really makes a difference, I don't think.
Amazing information right there, and I agree. I already said this earlier, but alternating the directions is really crucial, because you ever curl your whole head with a curling iron and you do everything in the same direction, and all of a sudden you're left with one giant clump of a curl? That's how you avoid that, is by going forwards and backwards or inwards and upwards, like just alternating the pattern in which you're curling the hair or which you're wrapping the hair around these rods. Great advice. I just can't believe she's doing this all without a mirror behind her. Like, please invest in a mirror. Like, this is so hard to do yourself. I cannot stress this enough. And she's just doing it without even seeing the back. And we'll see if it comes out decent in the back. I will definitely judge the shit out of it.
I've been using the same rods for 3 years. I've been using the same technique for 3 years. Yeah, so this is just how I do it. Taking strand by strand. Make sure that your strands are small enough to go around the rod to where there's not too much hair. My hair, since it's super long, by the time I roll my hair all the way up to the root, there's a good amount of hair on the rod. You don't want too much hair around the rod.
Okay, you see the way she's wrapping it, and she's kind of like going up and down the rod. You really want to distribute the hair evenly across the rod as you go. You don't want to just wrap everything in the center of the rod and have it be really dense and thick. That's because the perm solution will not penetrate evenly unless you have it wrapped evenly on the rod and kind of thinly across the rod.
You want the perm solution to be able to soak through that entire rod, like all your hair wrapped around that rod. Since my hair is super long, it's kind of difficult for me, so I have to take extra small sections of hair, but just kind of wing it.
The more thick your hair is, the less hair you want to wrap around a single rod. I keep saying rod.
You know, depending on the thickness of your hair, the length of your hair, and all that good stuff. Again, by the time you get to the middle section of your hair, it's gonna be maybe a little dried out. So just make sure that your hair is wet. It does need to be wet during this entire process. This is the longest part of the perm. This is like the most time-consuming part, is just wrapping your hair. I still got done in a pretty decent amount of time, I would say. I think the whole wrapping process took me about an hour, but the actual perming process itself takes about 20-30 minutes tops. Like, it's just this part right here.
Guys, I'm sitting here just baffled at the fact she's doing this all herself. How are you doing that, babe? Actually though, like, what the fuck? It's one thing doing this on a client that is just sitting in front of you and like you learn how to do it that way. For me, it's like going from like this motion in front of me to like this motion is just like a completely different ball game. I had long hair once in my life, and let me tell you, learning how to curl my own hair or even put it up in a nice ponytail or a bun, it was hard. It was like learning a whole new skill.
So if you can persevere and get through the wrapping process, you're good, okay? Don't give up. You will get frustrated, I promise you. Make you a good margarita, put on a good TV show.
Okay, if I'm being really extremely picky, and that is what I always am, is really picky, I would definitely say that she's wrapping a little low. We want to wrap directly 90 degrees out from the head, unless you want to just kill that volume. Most people don't want to kill their volume though. You don't want to perm your hair stuck to your head. It's never a good look for anybody. So keeping the elevation higher as you roll in would be a lot better. She's kind of rolling the hair up in this direction instead of this direction. This is the right direction. And that's also going to create less tension on the rod and keep the rod less close to the head unless you do it at 90 degrees. So be careful with that. She's wrapping every rod in that head. Boom, boom, boom. Rod after rod after rod after, oh my God, this is so much work. Holy shit. Like this video if you think these girls are killing it. Like, honestly, I mean, they're not perfect, but like, damn. And also, subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to see you here every single week, please. I'm here every week. You should be too. I have been doing this series for so many years, and yeah, I want to get to 10 million subscribers. It would really be helpful if you subscribed. Thank you. Okay, some of the perm rods look a little saggy. I also don't understand this pattern that she did. From my personal training on doing this, it never looks like this. Like, you're really supposed to do like a mohawk section that's perfectly lined up. Then you do these sections over here, and then back here, and everything is perfectly stacked one on top of another. Now, this could be fine. I don't think it's gonna be a make or break that she didn't put these perfectly on top of each other in a line. I think it's gonna create a more irregular pattern, and she does have a little bit of like a sagging going on with some of these perm rods, which I don't love. So making those tighter to the head, especially across the hairline, is gonna be really beneficial. So rewrap those motherfuckers and get that hair nice and tight, please.
I like to measure it around my elbow to my hand twice. That way it can wrap around my hairline twice as well. So now this is what I'm doing. I'm just wrapping it around my hairline. Doing this will prevent any perming solution or any damaging chemicals to get onto your skin.
Yes! She is putting the cotton around her head. That way she doesn't burn her eyeballs out. I'm so fucking happy. I love when you guys don't get hurt while you do things like this.
It just is really a safety measure, I guess. Oh yeah. Look at that. So now we're actually going to move on to the perm itself. So I'm going to be using two, like I said, the moisturizing alkaline perm and the exothermic perm. They're both from One and Only. This is the only brand I use. It really doesn't dry out my hair. I feel like it really is moisturizing. They have argan oil. The first perm that I'm using is the alkaline perm, which is the blue box.
Hold on. Can you mix alkaline and exothermic? Yeah, you really shouldn't mix alkaline and exothermic on one head. They're different chemical strengths. Alkaline perms have a higher pH and break the hair's disulfide bonds more aggressively. Exothermic perms work at a slightly lower pH, but use heat to speed the reaction. Combining these can cause uneven curl results or damage. You gotta just pick one, babes. I don't know why we're mixing a concoction up. There are two different types of perm solutions. Use one. Everything was going so good, but now I feel like we are really risking a lot for no reason. We could just pick one perm and it would have been fine, but no, we had to risk it. This is Hair Just Reacts. Of course we had to test the waters. I hope she doesn't end up with like completely frizzy fucked up hair, but please no. I thought it was gonna go good. I thought it was gonna be a Hair Just Reacts win, not a fail.
And the first thing that you're going to use is the waving lotion. At least that's what my box says. So you're gonna wanna cut off the top and then apply it to your hair. If you're only using one box of perming stuff, you're gonna just wanna do it all over your head. My kind of thing was try to focus the alkaline on the top of the head, and then the exothermic will focus on the bottom of the head. Don't ask me why. That's just how I wanted to do it, okay?
Well, listen, babe, I'm asking why. Sometimes there's times where you should have a reason, and this is one of them.
Here I am getting ready for the exothermic waving lotion. So for the exothermic, you kind of have to make a little mixture.
The other issue is this, is that they're gonna process differently at different amounts of time. One of the exothermic might process faster because of the heat, and the other one might process slower. So you're gonna have to rinse the hair at different times in the different sections you applied the different formulas. And that's not ideal. I don't know why you'd wanna do that. That sounds like a pain in the ass.
You still apply it to your hair. I did read both the boxes, and the time on both of them was the same because they are both self-stopping. They won't like over perm your hair. They'll stop on their own.
They're the same, but every head has different processing times. Nobody should leave perm solution on their hair for the exact same amount of time. It is a case-by-case thing. Some people need 7.5 minutes. Some people need 20 minutes. Some people need 11 minutes. Some people need 12 minutes. Like, it's all over the place. And that's because it's more of a visual thing. You need to check how fast that perm is working on your exact hair type as it goes.
Every box of perm will come with this cute little plastic head wrap, and you will just leave it on your head, let it set, and then you will rinse your hair with, I think, lukewarm water, depending on your box again. And then you're gonna wanna make sure that you squeeze out as much water as possible from your rods.
Guys, when I learned how to do perms, we would have to sit there with paper towels for upwards of 10 minutes, just dabbing the hair dry. You want the hair to basically be dry once you apply the neutralizer. The neutralizer needs porous hair to apply and then latch on. If it's dripping wet, it's just gonna drip off the hair and be diluted by the water. So you need to have that hair super dry. It's really hard to dry something within rods without a blow dryer. Trust, it's a pain in the ass.
And now we're gonna do the second step for the perming process. Again, getting some coil, wrapping it around the hairline twice, and then we're going to take the neutralizer. Each box will come with neutralizer. Cut off that tip, and then you're going to apply it to each one of your rods. Every time you apply something to your rods, make sure each one is saturated.
Now, I don't know what the specific directions are in her boxes she's using, but I've never personally used one that you don't have to rinse out the neutralizer. Like, usually that's an important step, is rinsing the neutralizer, fully clean out of the hair, and then you take the rods out. So I'm a little thrown off, but apparently there are ones that you can do that with, but I doubt that both of those boxes said don't rinse the neutralizer. Like, I imagine one said that. I don't know. I'm confused.
You want to make sure that every strand of hair is being touched by everything that you're putting inside your hair. Then we're going to go ahead and take out the coil, and look, we're done. So now we get to take out all of the hard work that we put into it. We get to unwrap all of these rods, and the perm is pretty much complete. Read your box. Whatever your box says, please do. I always get the self-stopping action ones, so it won't over perm my hair or damage my hair. A wave check is not needed because it's doing its job on its own.
I don't know about no wave check. I don't know. But apparently that's what hers says. So girl, you know what? I was wrong. No wave check. Okay, sure. I guess she doesn't have to rinse the neutralizer out. These curls are looking bomb as fuck. These are looking good as fuck. Whoa. I can't wait to see her take out the rest of them because this looks incredible. They're so like crunchy and curly. She's taken each rod out and each little curl is looking so good. Guys, and they look like crunchy and really tight like this. It's the best kind of perm, honestly. Because when you do like a light body wave perm, I feel like it never really stays. But this will become looser over time and she'll have more of that body wave in a few months. But right now she has curly ass hair.
And yeah, this is how it looks when I'm done. After you're finished unwrapping all the rods, the curls are gonna look very, very tight once you finish the perm. That is completely normal. It will not stay like this. Normally, if I were to be going out, I would put some type of mousse in it or some type of curling cream, like to kind of give it like that stick and stay kind of feel. But I'm just going to bed right now, so I just put some good products in it and I'm off to bed.
Oh my god.
This is how it looks when I style it. Look at me sitting in the car. Car selfies are life.
I fear she killed that. I actually don't fear it. I'm fully walking into it and knowing she killed that. Absolutely devoured it. Those waves look insanely beautiful. And you know what you need now? Is some Wave Tech Wave Foam. The iconic, the one, the only, our best-selling product for the last literal century. You would literally fall in love with our wave conditioning mist. It'll make your hair so slippery and shiny and gorgeous and it smells so good. Oh my god. It'll define your waves perfectly, make your hair so silky and smooth and shiny. It's just like my #1 wave product that I have right now. Obviously I formulated this, but like it is so good. I love curls and waves. I studied them for so long. I work with so many curly hair clients over the years. I learned so much from them and created the most ultimate products. And that's why our wavy and curly hair lines are our top selling lines, because y'all know, we know what we're doing with waves and curls. I will definitely be sending you our entire Wave Tech collection to take care of your hair. Everybody in this video, you know what? You get a free Wave Tech, you get a free Wave Tech, and you get a free Wave Tech, because all you need is some good finishing products to make this look even better and more uniform and tighten up the waves and curls, and oh my god.
Every few years I get this crazy notion to cut my hair, and I've been cutting my hair repeatedly for a few weeks now. So it is short. As you can see, I've cut my hair so short, and it's been a long time. It's been, what did I do that in January?
I'm scared as f. I'm shaking because she has bleached hair. I mean, it looks like her roots are 100% gray, and then she has bleach or color going through her midsection and something like that. I'm worried because her hair looks to be fragile, and putting perm over fragile hair is a big no-no. It's just like, you can do it and people do it, but I never have seen a good result from it. It is so sketchy and it often comes out very bad. And she's gonna do this at home. Oh god.
And the perm is gone. And I'm going to be growing my hair out again, because I don't know why I do this, because I'm never happy with it. But it is what it is. So now I'm going to perm it again. So yeah, I've already opened this.
Please tell me it's an acid perm. Please.
Because they always put, the directions are not.
Classic body acid perm, yes! she was gonna use an outline, I would have passed out. Oh my god, that would have been so scary. She's using an acid perm. Everything's okay here. Everything's great in the Mondo household.
Inside the box, they are the inside of the box. So you have to tear it open. But anyway, I got the Zoto's Classic Body. It's an acid perm because I do color my hair. But anyway, let me get started. I've got these same rods that I used before.
Oh, okay. So we're going with the bendy rods. I don't know what the proper name of them is, and I don't give a fuck. Look it up. So bendy rods it is today. Okay, listen, I said it earlier, I don't like them because they are so thick and often so hard to get stay in the hair. Like, they are a pain in the ass. They slip out, they're annoying. I don't know. Sometimes they're easier for people. I don't fuck with them that hard.
I've got my little end papers.
End papers, check. Rods, check.
There we go. All right, let me get this hair rolled up.
She looks like she knows what she's doing and she's ready for it. So let's see how it goes.
I've got
Okay, we got bangs.
a little vacation coming up, so I would like my hair not crazy. Would like to not have to work so hard, especially it's been really, really humid this year. So, and I think I'm going to go ahead and part out my hair and clip it, section it off.
Okay, so she's talking about sectioning, and I love to hear that phrase. I'm gonna section my hair. I'm like, oh my god, do you wanna date? Do you wanna date me? Are you hitting on me? Because I feel a little bit of a tingly sensation when you say you're gonna part your hair. Okay, good for you. We're getting that tail comb out. We're getting those bangs section. I don't know what the fuck she's gonna do with those bangs though. Like, are you gonna perm them? Or we're gonna leave them straight? There's really nothing really great to do with bangs besides perm them, because if you leave them straight and everything else is permed, it just looks awkward as hell. But then also, if she perms these bangs, they're gonna go way up to here. They're gonna start here and go way up to here because curls, boop, they bounce up. So not a lot of good options here. We are putting this off into like 6 sections or so, which is great to see. I'm so happy about this. I feel like she's gonna do very, very large sections with these rods, and that's kind of what they're created for. You can wrap a lot of hair around them at once. Okay, we got the end papers out, and I'm loving to see it. I'm so happy everybody today is using end papers. It's super important to get those ends nice and perfectly rounded out, just like the rest of the hair, without having a hook on the end. We don't want hooks.
Hook any hopeline. Oh.
And she's wrapping the hair up using good, decent amount of tension and getting it. Okay, what just happened there, babes? Why are we taking the hair out of the section? You just didn't wrap it tight enough. You gotta get that tension on there and get all that hair in there. We don't wanna take the hair out of the section. We don't wanna like move it into a new section because then you're gonna have all weird zigzag shit going on the top of your head. We wanna get that hair wrapped around nicely. Just redo it again. What was that? Why did we just give up midway? What was that? All right, we're wrapping the next one and it's looking similar. She's wrapping in a different direction, which is great, guys, okay? Wrap forward, wrap backwards, wrap side to side, boom, bang, boom. And these look like they're on her head nice and tight. She's gonna have to make some room though, because I don't know how she's gonna get all the rest of those rods up there and in place. I mean, it's looking actually pretty good. And she's wrapping the bangs. She's gonna make those curly too. She's doing the mohawk section very nicely. That is exactly what I want to see from the last girls, which is do the mohawk all at once. And now she's doing the sides, and honestly, everything is coming out really beautiful. She's gonna get more of a body volume wave with these rods because they are so thick, and they don't like appear thick. Once this is done and like a week has passed, these are gonna just turn into body waves rather than curls, which maybe that's what she wants. She just wants a little more volume, a little more voom. But wow, I mean, that first one was sketchy, but the rest is looking fierce. She is wrapping the shit out of that and making sure every little strand is in there and intact and in order. Oof. Beautiful to see. We're getting on the back of the head and she is just hustling through this. I mean, it is sped up by like 5 times speed, which thank you so much for that. But I can tell that she is putting in the work. She's also making sure that the sections are combed as she goes, which is super important. And look, we have a mirror behind the head. Yes, is this gonna be the one that comes out perfect? I hope so. But she does have very bright colored hair, and I don't know if this is gonna like snap her hair off.
Holy cow. It didn't take as long as it took last time when my hair was long. What a pain. Okay. Well, I got it done. So mix the activator with waving lotion, then apply. Leave on for 20 minutes. Okay, so we put this in here.
Let's see, can she get the mixing right? Guys, we've seen people mix the wrong solutions together. We've seen people do everything. You never know.
That's that.
Oh, great job.
All right, let me put this towel around my neck because this is going to get messy.
I wish we had the cotton around ourselves because this is dripping all over her face and I hate to see that. Please be careful, babe. I don't want you to go blind. You're way too much of a baddie to go blind, please. She's going across these rods a few times to make sure the solution is all saturated. You can also kind of push down on the rods where the hair is to make sure you're getting inside and outside. She's going around the hair many times until this perm solution is completely out, and I also do that. There's no like risk in like using a lot of perm solution. To me, the more saturated these rods are, the better. Like there's no such thing as too much saturation on the rods. You wanna make sure they're dripping. Came through dripping, drip, drip.
Came through dripping, drip, drip. Diamonds on my wrist, they dripping.
All right, I'm going to be right back because I'm going to do this over the sink. Okay, all the waving lotion is on there. I'm going to put the plastic bag that it comes with. If this will fit over my head, if not, I'll do something different. Ugh. Well, good enough.
Good enough is never what I want to hear.
Set a timer for 20 minutes. All right, I'll be back in 20 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to wash this out of my eye.
Okay, she let the perm solution sit in her hair and then she rinsed it out. Let's see what else is going on.
Oops. Okay, oh my gosh, I'm rinsed. All right, now the key to any perm is always blotting your hair really, really well. If you don't blot the water out, it's not gonna take right.
But the thing is, like guys, blotting with a towel is never enough. You need to blot every individual rod separately, all the way around. And that's why we often in the salon take paper towels. We scrunch the paper towels around each rod and leave it in for a second until it soaks up all that water. Not just with a towel, with actual paper towels. That is gonna ensure that those rods are dry as hell to then take that neutralizer really well and ensure this works super well. Baby, we are struggling over here. We're having a hard time getting all the way around those rods, aren't we? She's rewrapping the rods, making sure they're nice and tight. Great thing to do as well before she puts the neutralizer on and finally finishes off this look.
So now I'm going to take my neutralizer and I'm going to do this over the sink too. You're going to use about 3/4 of this, saturating each one of these, and you're going to leave it for 5 minutes. And then I'm going to take all these rods out and use the rest of it, squish it through again for at least a minute, and then I'm going to rinse it. So I'm going to go do that. I'll be right back. Okay, all rinsed, neutralized, rinsed. Let's see what we got. Well, you know what? I'm quite happy with this. Look at that. That's cute. I'm very happy with this.
You're very happy with this. I'm very happy with this.
All right, so this is my 6 months, basically perm touch-up, but of course I went nuts and cut all my hair off. Yeah, I'm very happy with this, and this is going to do me just fine till my hair grows out, and I do like to roller set my hair. Also, with the humidity, I really don't have to worry about it. So I'm going to let this air dry, and yeah, so let me know what you think in the comments. This was the acid perm because I do color my hair.
What the fuck? Holy shit, we really saved the best one for last. That came out really, really good, especially on colored hair. How did you do that? I mean, I was not expecting these results. This looks phenomenal. You did a beautiful job. I love the curly hair on you. It brings more life to you. It brings more vibrancy. It brings out your creative energy that I can feel through the screen. I love it. This is your look. Keep it curly. I love you. You rocked it. Congratulations. 10 out of 10.